So my presentation is on Veergal or Veerkallu, which are stone memorials which are erected to the heroes who died during a war in a battlefield. So these are known by various names. Basically, Veerakallu or Veergal or Veergar. So these uh, memorials are basically rested or erected outside the villages uh, in which or for which the hero or the warrior must have fought for. The deceased family members or the descendants of those warriors, they worship that place in a way that not like a normal temple, but as a place of honor. So they basically offer food just once or twice a year, and give flower offerings and other. Mostly in the very distant villages, they offer meat or the things like liquor, uh, and for other times they offer vermilion or they apply vermilion over the stones. So the menhirs or dolmens, like various kinds of memorials or things like those were from the ancient, like megalithic era, where the burials were covered with menhirs or stone circles, or basically known as dolmens, and various examples like the one found at Burzong has a hunting scene depicted on it. So it can be understood like the warriors or the fought, or for basically for the hunting seasons also, those people who went for the hunt, they were regarded as heroes for them. And later various kinds of the one I have took the picture for, and this one is at Mizoram. So basically the warriors or the so they are depicted in a pictographical form. Mostly at the later stages, there are many inscriptions on the stone monuments, but at the very starting point, they usually depicted it in a pictographical form. The philosophy resting on these stone monuments was that when they honor the dead warriors, they used to get benediction for those things. Um, the major philosophy is given by Madam Upendra Singh in a poem. She wrote that old woman wrote this poem, that the old woman, the old whose veins show on her weak, dry arms where the flesh is hanging, whose stomach is flat as a lotus leaf, has a son who lost his nerve in the battlefield. At that she grew enraged and she said, "If he has run away in the thick of battle, I will cut off these breasts from which he sucked." And sword in hand, she turned over fallen corpses, groping her way on the red field, the field which was lined with blood. But finally, when she saw her son lying in pieces, she rejoiced for like more than the day she bore him. So this was the philosophy of offered by the people, understood by the people who were relatives of those fighting the war. So the wars were mostly fought for the region, for protection of the, basically for the people, the women. This hero stone was found at Krishnapete. This Krishnapete is a place where the Hoysala dynasty had its rule. So this particular one, the first one and the second one, the first one describes a person, Mahasant Narayana Shetty. So he and his whole family, in a way, they accompanied their whole family into a self-immolation for the protection of the kingdom when the kingdom was under siege, by offering themselves. So Many of the hero stones have three tiers, but more detailed one have four or more of them. Um, the feature of a basic feature of a hero stone is that the very uh, the third tier or the fourth tier describes the war scene where the war is fought and the people are dying. The second scene is mostly the one where the hero or the person who protected them is taken about by the apsaras or the celestial damsels. And the last scene is where the hero is he is worshipping the deity he adores. So here, most of the times it is the Shivling, and the apsaras are like in the second tier, and the third tier describes the battlefield scene. Uh, so, my particular case study is from a place known as Nira Narsingpur. It's in near Pandharpur, the last district of Pune. So it is at the confluence of Bhima and Nira River at the Krishna River Valley. So this place particularly has many hero stones lying around. They are not particularly conservated or placed at a right point. They are lying alongside the temple. So these I found at the western side, the Moksha Dwar of the main temple, the main Narasimha temple. So many of those, like here we can see the three-tier ones. So here at in the first hero stone, we can see a warrior using a bow and arrow and fighting with the fighting in the battle, and three of his associates are together. And after his death, he is taken about by alongside two apsaras. He is taken in a palki kind of thing, and at the end, he is along with his worshipable deity. The second one is almost similar to that. The last one is showing the battlefield. The second one is showing the apsara taking the person, the hero, and the last one worshipping the deity. But this one is also similar to that. This was alongside the corner of that place, and it is broken into two halves. My particular study or my particular interest was in this one. It's like it's not a very detailed one kind, but it has basically three tiers. But it shows a corpse. This point, it shows a corpse, like a corpse being devoured by two dogs alongside. Like all the other hero stones, they describe they glorify the warrior who is fighting in the war and winning, and then going to the heavenly abode, and then finally to his lord. But this particularly has the dead who are devoured by the two dogs, and like this is the end for them. Like so, this was of my particular interest. These hero stones are not really studied. They are alongside. They are protected in a kind of way, but not studied. So I tried my best to study those things. So there is a particular process for making and like worshipping this those hero stones. So first the stone is particularly found, and the process is like really very much similar to that for making a particular murti or vigraha. So these stones are found, then they are washed off by keeping it in a water kund or like pond, and all the impurities or all the insects are removed in a kind of way. Then they are carved in a tier level, 3 tier or 4 tier maximum, and many details are added. Like further, if we go, there are many details which are much more which we are able to see properly.
You have seen this?
Yes, sir. I took those
No,
pictures.
you have seen the Eurostone being made.
No, I have found it in Tolakapayyan. It's a literature in Tamil, Sangam literature, and it particularly describes the process of making the hero stones. So then they are cleaned with offering sandalwood water and offering other flowers. Particular carvings are made. Then they are and So I have not seen the hero stones made, but I have seen hero stones kind of restored in my own traditional way. In my village, they have restored a hero stone, and then the whole process was continued. So they actually place those hero stones when the whole thing is made. They place it on a sand, and then they cover it and they put it on a sand. So the sand is brought from a nearby place, basin, river basin basically, and then they are offered rice balls, pundi, which we call in Karnataka, and most of the times meat, which is offered to them, and then it is served to the people as prasad.
You should document this process. This is the paper.
Yes, sir. So,
This is the real paper,
yes, sir.
not this. Okay. Carry on.
Yes, sir. So then they are offered in a palm leaf, and after that the whole thing is distributed as prasad. And most of the times they offer rice dishes like dosa, kind of made from that place. And most of the time that particular dish is not directly offered to the people, but they keep it in a forest, and like how the dogs are described here, they dogs or other wild animals, they eat that prasad. So thank you very much for having patiently listened.
We need to read more material on dinosaurs.
Yes.